Hi guys, so I'm going to read the Gold Key Star Trek #1. So this came out in July of 1967. So this will be in the Gold Key Comics playlist, and eventually, if I make 5 Star Trek videos, I'll put them in their own playlist. So on the cover, there's a Spock holding like a beak or a flask of some kind. There's Enterprise, USS Enterprise, and Captain Kirk and Sulu. Sulu and Uhura aren't in this issue for some reason. I'm not really sure why, but yeah, they're in the future issues, though. And I think this is the only issue where the character Janice is in the issue. It's only this comic that she's in. This first issue. But anyway, so Star Trek. An expedition team discovers its secret. Too late. KG. Planet of Death. This is the Enterprise, a ship of the Starfleet. Its 5-year mission in space: to probe the far reaches of the galaxy, to search the unknown and unlock its mysteries, to boldly go where no man has gone before. So yeah, I'm going to try my best with the voices. Sorry if some of the voices are really bad, but I'm going to try to do the original series voices. But Star Trek, the planet of no return. The suction field. It's being created by a giant cannibal plant. Try to break free, or that awesome thing will devour us all. It was the strangest civilization in all the known universe. More awesome than the mind of man could conceive. And the expedition team from the star spaceship, USS Enterprise, soon regretted their decision to explore KG. Captain's Log. Stardate 18092. Enterprise carrying out exploration mission through Galaxy Alpha. So far, we've seen no indication of life anywhere in the galaxy. Captain Kirk, sir, I picked up another celestial body on the space scope, and this one appears fertile. Give me a close-up of it on the TV scanner. Look at her, Captain. Kelly green, steeped in vegetation. Yes, much more so than on our own Earth. If there's life in this galaxy, we'll find it there. Attention, crew. We're going to dispatch an exploration party. Make necessary preparations. As the Enterprise closes on the planet, she passes through an eerie space fog. A mist within which float a handful of strange plant spores that fasten onto the hull of the ship. The one-celled reproductive bodies are so minute, yet so powerful, that they seep through the very superstructure. Let's see what the captain ordered for the exploration team. A 3-day supply of food concentrate, water capsules. Suddenly, very strange. Let us observe them, Dr. McCoy. Squeak! Listen to that. What in the wild heavens has gotten into those guinea pigs? Squeak, squeak. The two men turn. Their eyes fall on a startling sight. They're making a fantastic transformation of some kind. It's as if they're turning into plants. We've got to record this on film, for future research reference. But before Dr. McCoy can act, a menace no mortal man has ever known explodes from the cage and... The animals! They transformed into giant hostile trees! And they are on a rampage, out to destroy us both. Guards! Guards! What is it? Don't ask questions. The thing's all about to devour the Doctor and Mr. Spock. Fire! Fire! They've hit the central pollen areas of the plants. It should kill them. It is. I feel the grasp of the plant tentacle weakening about me. You are to be commended, guards. You saved our lives. How the thing got in here anyway, Mr. Spock? That is something that must be learned. We must know the cause to find the cure, the preventative. We better report this to the captain at once. No telling when or where those plant creatures will crop up again. An emergency conference is held, and soon after, surely you men of science must have some idea. A lead to how such a freak occurrence like this could happen. I have one thought. Weeks ago we space tested both the guinea pigs outside the ship. It is quite possible, in this unknown galaxy, that they picked up alien spores. And these spores, after a period of time, reacted on the animals physically, and brought about the transformation. An excellent theory, Mr. Spock. I'll run a series of tests on the plant remains, while you gentlemen are on the exploration mission. Which reminds me, it's nearly D-hour. We better get a move on, Doctor. D-hour means departure time. The captain and Dr. McCoy join the exploration team in the teleportation chamber. Beams from above suddenly illuminate their bodies. And then... Here we go. We'll make an hourly TV radio report to the hovering ship, Mr. Spock. We will anxiously be awaiting your word, Captain. May luck be with you. An instant later, the five are teleported through space to reappear in the celestial body they now refer to officially as Planet KG. Just look at the colorful vegetation. Isn't it magnificent? Yes, Janice. Almost unbelievable. Well, let's fan out and reconnoiter the area for possible intelligent life here. Planet KG, Planet Kelly Green. The team moves across the clearing. As they do so, crewman Hunt passes through a patch of mist. And as the group reaches the thick, multicolored foliage... All right, now. We're regrouping. Hunt! What in heaven has happened to you? I don't know. Feels strange.
Eek! He's changing into a plant.
Just like the guinea pigs back on the ship. Hunt, can you understand me? But there is no time for a reply, for at that moment... Hey, something's drawing us back. But what? Don't know, Dean, but the force is too strong to resist. Then, terror shakes the foursome as... Howling comets! This suction force is being created by a giant cannibal plant, and it drew the weapons right out of our hands. Try to break free, or the thing will devour us in seconds.
It's no use. The monster's got us all.
What a way to die. The suction force. It suddenly stopped. But why? There's your answer. Look! A giant plant tree, battering the blazes out of the cannibal plant.
This is a living nightmare.
Let's move to safety while we can. The cannibal plant has a limb tentacle around the plant tree. It's trying to squeeze the thing to death. Yes, what a fantastic battle.
The thing's uprooting the cannibal plant.
Possibly the only way of destroying the creature. Team, in the confusion, we've lost poor Hunt. He wasn't influenced by the suction force. Anyone see what happened to him? Look, the plant tree's about to administer the coup de grace. Wow, what a ground walloping. Scratch one, cannibal plant.
The plant tree, it's wavering.
The battle must have been too much for it. It exhausted itself.
Timber!
All right, team. Let's get back there and start searching the area for Hunt. He's got to be nearby.
I'll check out that side of the clearing.
Wait. That won't be necessary, Dean. I found Hunt.
Why, isn't that...
Yes, Hunt's identification bracelet. The plant tree was him, fully transformed.
Oh, how terrible!
Even though poor Hunt was no longer human, he retained enough intelligence to realize our lives were in danger.
That's why he attacked the cannibal plant, to save us, and he died doing it.
Perhaps it's for the best that he should have died while there was still something of Hunt left in him.
Guess you're right, Doc. Well, we've got a duty to perform. Shortly, a grim foursome stands over a shallow grave, where... So long, Hunt. We all thank you for our lives. Soon after, when the grim word is radio-TV'd to the USS Enterprise,
A pity.
Hunt was a great spaceman. We'll miss him. Give me your departure time, Captain, and I will have the materialization beams activated. No, we're not returning to the ship immediately, Mr. Spock. You cannot be serious. It is now quite obvious that planet KG is in some way responsible for this transformation phenomenon. You are all in danger there. Perhaps we can find the key to this freak occurrence here. Meanwhile, continue to run your analysis on those tree specimens. Very well. You are the captain. Recovering their weapons, the foursome moves through the ominous foliage without incident. And then...
Look at that!
Incredible.
I can scarcely believe my eyes. A community of vegetation. Houses, buildings. Just as we have on Earth.
Fantastic. This plant life in intelligent society. Listen. They're actually communicating with one another. Let's go down for a closer look. Suddenly,
The trees! They're moving, closing in on us.
Probably sentries. Start triggering. We've got to blast our way out of this fix. Concentrate our fire on one specific area. Open a hole in their ranks big enough to slip out of here. The concentrated barrage of ray fire soon pays off and... We've got our hole. Now to get through it. Zero in on those grasping tree limbs. If one of them snares you, you're finished. Breaking out of the tree trap, another danger is soon realized.
Hey, have a look see behind us. Some crazy weeds are after us. It's my hunch that they're trailing us like bloodhounds, probably relaying our location back to their headquarters.
We'll never get out of here with them on our tails. Blast them to pieces.
You hit everyone in sight, Captain. Good shooting.
I'm exhausted.
Steady, honey. I know it's been rough.
Think I see a cavern up ahead. Perhaps we can catch a breath or two in there.
Tense minutes later, within a small mountain cavern.
Let's face it, Captain. We're too little in number and firepower to fight this incredible nation of vegetation. We must return to the Enterprise.
I read you, Doctor, and you're right. After we catch our breath, we'll go outside, and I'll contact Mr. Spock and have him materialize us back to the ship.
And I thought this planet was so beautiful. It's the ugliest place I've ever been.
Suddenly, the crawling vine thing rears like a cobra behind the foursome and strikes.
Oh! Great Hannah!
The bestial plant whiplashes back with its prey.
Grab her! Quick!
Then,
Can't. Oh, hang on! It's strong as a steel cable! I'm lashing like a bullwhip! Doctor! Captain! Are you all right? Yes. Where's it going? Where's that lonesome thing doing with Janice? It was too quick for me. The thing's recoiling back into her, the thick foliage with her.
let's get after it fast. Grab our weapons in the cave. There it is, dead ahead, moving like an earth snake. But moments later,
It's gone. Vanished. This foliage is too thick to see through.
that dead tree, Dean. Climb it and see if you can peer over this green nightmare. Dean ascends the dead tree, and suddenly his face goes white with shock.
Oh no. No. It's terrible. Janice. She's being put into a cattle pen.
So end part 1. Star Trek, The Planet of No Return, Part 2. The explorers of Planet KG gape in awe as Janice is lowered into a bizarre cattle pen by the running vine plant. Hold it!
Hold it. Giant thorns. They may be poisonous.
Suffering stardust. They're putting her into some kind of an animal enclosure. Hurry! Blast a path through this thorn entanglement. Janice is trapped amid a horde of planetary beasts. That's a big enough hole. Let's move! But then,
Great galloping galaxies. New thorns. The Sims are shooting out fresh thorns.
again, the trio trigger their weapons and...
It's no use. Some incredible plant chemistry is regenerating. New growths as fast as the former ones die.
a protective device to guard the animal enclosure. Maybe there's a break in the thorn fence, an entrance of some kind that we can get through. Suddenly, hold up!
The beast creatures. On grazing grounds. Like cattle.
And those rolling tumbleweed-type plants. Why, they're acting like sheepdogs. Look at that. The rolling plants are making sounds, herding the beasts like cowhands with cattle.
Yes, but where are they herding them? And why?
Then,
Why, it looks like a farmland down there. Rows of systematically growing vegetable-type plants.
of course, that could be the only answer to a plant civilization.
Bzzz. The lower plant life on their social scale are used as fodder. Food for the beast creatures. Vegetable food.
Suffering solar showers. The vegetables are alive. They're making sounds also.
Yes, alive. But if their cattle beasts feed on the lowly vegetables, that must mean the superior plants feed on the animals. And Janice's
With them, that rock pinnacle. It will give us a view into the cattle pen. I've got a good shot inside the enclosure from here. Let's see if I can spot Janice. Kirk's powerful stellar binoculars pierce the cattle pen. I see her. She's huddled against the thorn barrier. besides some sort of shoot affair. But so far, she's safe. Then, great gosh! That thing's a cattle run! I think the beasts are being let out for slaughter. A group of them are being let out now. I'll see what happens to them. And as Captain Kirk observes from afar, through the binoculars, slowly, the giant trees lower their massive foliage clumps. Then, well, atop the rock pinnacle, it is a cattle slaughter run. The beasts are being fed to giant trees.
And Janice is one of the cattle. We've got to try anything to save her.
No, wait. It won't work, Doctor. We'll just destroy ourselves on those thorn guards, and sacrifice Janice also. Only Mr. Spock on the Enterprise can help Janice now. A few seconds later, on the Enterprise, you want a laser beam destruct ray pinpointed for area of 10 yards. But that's almost impossible, Captain Kirk. It's got to be possible, Mr. Spock. If the beam misses by even a foot, it can incinerate Janice, as well as the thorn guard fence. Our blast guns aren't strong enough for the job. I see. Then it is a life and death shot that must be taken. All right. Send me exact readings. If you are a fraction of an inch off, we will fail. Celestial longitude 2.118. Latitude 1459.
Thorn guard fence precisely 10 feet. 6 1/2 inches deep.
Fence 10 feet. 6 1/2 inches. We will be at the point of blast in 3 minutes. Desperately, the trio races toward the laser beam target. But don't wait for us, Mr. Spock. They may be taking Janice now. I will not wait, Captain Kirk. But I will need precious seconds to compute the Enterprise's precise position relative to target. And meanwhile, within the cattle enclosure...
They think I'm one of their cattle beasts. Got to hold them off. The men are trying to help me. They must be.
Precious minutes later, as the trio reaches ground zero...
There it is. The chute exit. Spock's blast should burn a hole 5 yards long of it.
If it all goes well.
But if the sheepdog vines lead Janice out before he triggers it, we're sunk. To stop them, he'll have to hit Janice also.
Then, tabulations complete. Blast beam in 5 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, blast! Pray, guys! Pray! Instantly, at the speed of light, a beam of searing, penetrating light streaks down from space. In an inferno of anguished plant cries, the thorn fence is vaporized. But... on target! But Janice is safe!
Hurry! The other cannibal plants are alive! We've got to reach her first!
She's dazed, but she isn't burned. Janice!
Look out! Those tumbleweed things are coming!
Oh...
Blast ray them off. I'll get her outside the barrier.
Right!
But outside the enclosure, safety still eludes them as... The giant trees, shooting out spore sprays. They're trying to pollute us with them, like they did Hunt. We have her safe. Materialize us aboard at once, Mr. Spock. Giant trees are trying to germinate us. Hurry! Hurry! As the doom spores fall, the exploring team begins to fade. Then, and aboard the star spaceship Enterprise, thank 1,000 star heavens, they made it.
Oh, Mr. Spock, let's get away from this dreadful planet. At once, please.
Yes, I second that motion.
Whew.
No, it cannot be done, yet. I have charted what can happen if those giant trees continue to emit spores through the universe. They may float through space for centuries, even light years, but someday, somewhere, they can strike other planets. When they do, that victim planet will also become a KG, with a killer, cannibal plants devouring, for food, all life upon it. But what is the solution? We must orbit that hideous little globe until all foliage upon it is decimated by our laser beams. I have set course for the mission already.
Captain's log. Stardate 1810-1. We are orbiting the planet Kelly Green, performing what will be our last duty here. Total destruction. A mission that must be fulfilled before we can continue our tour of research through the vast reaches of the universe.
And that's the end. So it says the Enterprise and her thousands of crewmen are under the command of Captain James Kirk, a man of exceptional character and ability. He holds the loyalty and confidence of the entire crew. They would willingly follow him to the ends of the universe. Before their mission is completed, they may have to. So there's a scene with Uhura and Dr. McCoy and Captain Kirk from the show. And the final page is just a pin-up of Captain Kirk. So anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you could, sorry if my voice acting wasn't very good, because I was trying my best to impersonate the characters. Yeah, I was sorry about that. Next issue, I'll probably be better at it. But hope you guys enjoyed. If you could like, comment, and subscribe, that'd be appreciated. If you have any requests you want me to do, just let me know in the comments, and I can tell you when I can do the request. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you guys later.